This is a patient, 21-year-old, presented with exertional breathlessness and cyanosis since early childhood, apparently normal till 3 months of age. Then they noticed that she had cyanosis while exertion and crying, even at feeding also, mostly during crying. It was diagnosed to have a heart disease at that age, and she had a history of cyanotic spells present during exertion, which gets relieved on squatting. This is an important history. Squatting history has to be asked in any cyanotic heart disease. Around 10 years of age, developed headache, vomiting and one episode of GTCS. From 3 months of age till 10 years, there was recurrent history of cyanosis which gets relieved on squatting. 10 years of age, the patient developed a CNS involvement. She was diagnosed to have frontal lobe abscess, for which underwent a left frontal abscess drainage and was treated with antibiotics at 10 years of age. What is the summary from the history? It's a straightforward cyanotic congenital heart disease which started as cyanosis at 3 months of age. So, we will discuss what are the clinical aspects, what are the possibilities, diagnostic possibilities with this history, and exertional dyspnea that suggests a cardiac insufficiency. There is a history of brain abscess, very specifically suggests it is a cyanotic congenital heart disease, especially tetralogy of Fallot. Now, with the clinical history in mind, with the cyanosis at 3 months of age, from 3 months of age, at 10 years of age, the patient had brain abscess, treated for brain abscess with antibiotics and a surgical procedure done. Very easy that it is by physical history diagnosis, very easy, it's a cyanotic heart disease. What are the pointers to the cyanotic heart disease from history? We will discuss after the examination what are the important aspects in history has to be thought of. We will finish the short history and the examination. The patient had polycythemia, cyanosis present, pan-digital clubbing, grade 3. No markers of congenital heart disease. No markers of congenital heart disease. Pulse is 86 per minute. No special character, radio-radiofemoral or radiofemoral delay is not there. BP is 100 by 60 right upper limb, 100 by 70 in left lower limb. Respiratory rate is 18 per minute. Vitals fine. On examination, apex is in the normal position. No thrill or palpable heart sounds, no parasternal heave. So, any cardiovascular examination, definitely we know the basics. If the apex is normal, we can rule out hyperdynamic state. If the apex is shifted out, not down, down, it is only shifted out, it suggests there is a pressure overload, especially you get in aortic stenosis. If it is down and out, it suggests it is a volume overload, hyperdynamic state. Here it is in the normal position. We can assess what are the conditions where apex is in the normal position. Which valvular heart disease? It's what we are discussing is a cyanotic heart disease. The valvular heart disease, if we say MS, will have a normal apex, mitral stenosis. Now, the heart does not have any pulsations, no thrill, no parasternal heave, almost a silent precordium. So, cyanotic heart diseases are two varieties with a high output state or a low output state. When it is silent precordium, not much activity in the precordium, and pulse, apical impulse is in the normal position. The diagnosis is always simple. It is very easy to say, mostly in tetralogy you get a silent precordium. Okay, we will discuss why.